All right, hey guys, so today we're going to be working on solving the second problem that we had with the refrigerator. If you didn't see the first video, go ahead and click the card up here for the other video to kind of show you how we solved the first problem. But the second problem that we're going to solve is power. So one of the things that we have when we go out on the trails is we do have a dual battery system. However, we noticed that when we run the refrigerator, even in a lot of the safety settings, that we drain the battery down pretty quick. So this should be helping to solve that problem. This is Cascadia 4x4's specific solar panel for the Toyota Tacoma. It's an 85 watt panel with a charge controller that connects right to the battery. So the hope is that we'll be able to use this to offset the power with the fridge that's drawing while we're out on the trails just parked. And then to do that, to place this panel on, we're going to need to go ahead and start to wrap the truck. So we're going to use the Avery Dennison satin black wrap on at least the cover of the hood for this video. And then I'm probably going to have the truck wrapped by somebody else because it's a lot of work. But to get this on, we're going to have to put that on first. So let's jump right into it and get the truck prepped and ready to go.
Our first step here is to wash and clay bar the car so we can get all the contaminants off. I did this in the garage to keep dust from the outside off the truck. It also helps keep the dust down off the floor since it's wet. One thing you want to make sure when you're drying and washing is that you get all these corners on the hood because that's where your wrap is ultimately going to go. Our next step here is to start wrapping the truck. I'll go ahead and link to CK Wrap's channel here on YouTube. He has a great explanation of how to do this. This took quite a bit of time, to be honest with you, probably a couple hours. But just take your time and be patient with it and you'll get a good end result. All right, so we got the wrap on. Looks pretty good. I did have two spots where I messed up. One, you can see in the middle of the hood here, basically, there's a spot right here that kind of got messed up. I did accidentally cut it a little too short right here. There's a little slit, but it's fine. One thing is if you are going to do this and you do have ditch lights like I do, I highly recommend taking them off for the short term. I had to pull them off with the hood up and then fix the corners. But all in all, it came out good. And this Avery satin black is nice, man. I'm looking forward to getting the truck wrapped in. All right. So next steps, we're going to get the solar panel on and the charge controller installed. So next up, we're going to put the panel temporarily on the hood. The reason for this is we want to start taking some measurements left, right, and from the front of the hood to make sure that the panel is centered on the truck. Once we have it in a position we like, we're going to go ahead and mark out the edges with some masking tape. The purpose for this is we'll have to remove the panel and we'll have to put some alcohol rub on the edges, which is where the 3M VHB tape on the underside of the panel connects to the hood. This will help us know where we actually have to use that alcohol rub and push down the panel. Now that we have the alcohol completed, we're going to go ahead and start the panel tape so that way it's easier to pull off. It's all in one strip. We're going to slowly work our way around bit by bit, pushing on the outside of the panel and not on the actual panel itself. You can damage the cells on the panel if you push too hard on them. So just take your time and work your way around the truck. Don't forget to take the stickers off the top as well. Once the panel is on, go ahead and remove all the masking tape and then we can start to wire this under the hood. All right, we're looking good. So we got the panel on and now we got to wire everything up. It might be a little hard to see, but we got the charge controller mounted down in the corner here by the battery. So next all we got to do is run our connections to the battery. So underneath my hood I have the starter battery back here and then we have the house battery right here. So we got to connect to the house battery and then we got to connect the panel and we're good to go. All right, so we got the cable run. So from the top of the hood all the way down, we're gonna go past there. We're gonna hide it behind the shroud that exists right over here. So then all those connectors will then just connect down here to the charge controller. We got the shroud back on. If we take a look down here at the charge controller, you can see it's already blinking. That means it's charging. We connected our positive lead to the top of the terminal here. And then for our negative lead, we hooked it in behind the square head of the bolt right there, right on the main terminal. So with that, it is all set up and ready to go. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully that helps you with your Cascadia 4x4 solar panel install. If you have any questions, throw them down in the comments below. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. We're going to try and put out videos every 2 weeks. I promise they won't all be install videos. Some will be trail reviews or product reviews. But go ahead and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.